Hi everybody, Dan Illman here taking a look at the Blue Northern Stakes at Santa Anita on Sunday. Here's the field for race number 8. It's 100 grander for newly turned 3-year-old fillies going a mile on the turf. We have a couple of European imports in this race, the 3 Fuente Ovejuna, the 6 Bella Bell. They seem very well spotted for their North American debut, especially if the Timeform US pace projector is correct and the red bar scenario, meaning a fast pace, comes into play. These two horses do have strong late kicks. Now, it will be interesting to see how the pace plays out. Both the number 1, Mima June, and the number 7, Shopping for Pharaoh, are very fast, especially the 7. They're both trained by Jonathan Wang, and it's hard to imagine that both Wang-trained runners are going to be involved in a cutthroat speed duel in a $100,000 stakes race. One of them just has to take back, right? I'm assuming that Mima June from the rail is going to go. I think that the 7 with the blinkers off, even though she is very fast, is going to try to sit and finish. I still think the pace will be solid. As for Mima June, let's watch her last race. She's won 2 in a row. This race will show you is the Golden Gate debutante, 3/4 of a mile on the Tapeta surface. She went fast early, sub-22 opening quarter. She sprints on home. She pulls off the $34 upset. This was the slower division. They ran 2 Golden Gate debutantes at Golden Gate Fields on November the 26th. But this filly is plenty quick, and she showed her affinity for the turf 2 starts back, winning for her first start for Wang in a maiden race, going 5/8 over yield and going distance, a question mark, especially if the pace is hot. But she's sharp and she likes turf. The Taurus 2 is Fortunata Tencio, gate-to-wire winner at Santa Anita, going the mile, 2 starts back. Now, in her first start against Winner, she might have had an excuse. A very fast pace in that race. Going a mile at Del Mar, 22-2 for the opening quarter. She was right up on the pace, pushing it, very eager, and she paid the price and tired. I wonder if Johnny Velasquez, who picks up the mount here, his plan's going to be, let the 1 go, let the 7 go, let's tuck into the pocket. Let's sit that pace-tracking, ground-saving trip and try to make 1 run, getting the jump on these 1-run closers into the stretch. Maybe that'll work out for Fortunata Tencio. Maybe a bit of an excuse for that last race. Fuente Ovejuna is up next. This horse ran at Pontefract, sort of a U.S.-style turf course, left-handed course, about a 2-furlong stretch. She ran fine. She came widest into the stretch. She was only beaten a length. I don't think she was facing the toughest competition, but she fits with these horses, I think. First time North America, especially if the pace is fast. She's been here for a while. The last race was September the 23rd. She has a steady string of workouts leading up to this race, and there's no reason to think why the mile will be a problem. She'll be a price as well. The 4 is Miss Bellatrix, a winner against males at Santa Anita, going a mile way back in June. She was an early 2-year-old. Then she caught Helen's Well a couple of times. She's finished behind that horse now on 3 occasions. It's possible Helen's Well simply has her number. Last time out in the Jimmy Durante, Miss Bellatrix just dove down towards the inside. She really didn't have a lot of run. I was a little bit disappointed in her effort, even though she was 21-1. She might get the right pace set up in here, and while she's a closer, I'm not sure she's a true 1-run closer like the Europeans and the aforementioned Helen's Well, who we're going to see in the Jimmy Durante Stakes right now. Miss Bellatrix finishes 8th down on the rail. Helen's Well will eventually finish 4th. Helen's Well didn't have a great trip in this race. She was the beaten favorite in here. She tried to stay in on the second turn. She got steadied in between horses, and she ended up going widest anyway in the stretch. It took her a while to change leads. She fired on home. She was beaten less than a length. She has no early speed whatsoever. She is a 1-run closer. She is at the mercy of race and pace luck every time she runs. The pace is fast. This is not a big field. The trip just might work out. This just might be the spot for Helen's Well, who deserves to be the favorite, but she's been the beaten favorite in 2 out of her last 3 out of her last 4 starts, but she's multiple stakes placed and is the horse to beat. Bella Bell is the 6. She ran at Naas last time out, left-handed turf course in Ireland. 3 furlongs straight there. She turned into the straight. She was very game to win that race. I think she is extremely dangerous in this race for Phil D'Amato and Flavien Prat, especially if the pace is solid. A mile is no problem for her. And I think the company last time out, while not the best field, I think it matches up somewhat with the horses she's going to be facing in here. Of the Euros, maybe she's the one you have to fear the most. As for Shopping for Pharaoh, her last race is a complete throwout. It was the Golden Gate debutante, and it was the faster division. Now, maybe it was the faster division simply because Shopping for Pharaoh was involved in the pace. They went sub-22, they went sub-46, but not only were they doing it fast, it was contested. Shopping for Pharaoh was dueling with another horse. Well, Shopping for Pharaoh ended up next to last, and the horse she was dueling with ended up last. That pace completely fell apart. I'm throwing it out for Shopping for Pharaoh. Her 2 prior races in Southern California were good, including a victory at Del Mar 2 starts back, going 5/8, where she was simply too fast for the field. Blinkers are off. Certainly bred to go a mile by American Pharaoh out of a Smart Strike mare. Maybe she's the one that just stalks and pounces here, 4-1 on the morning line. It's a wide open race. Helen's Well is the class and might get the right setup. I don't love her at a price. Taking a look at my pick, Miss Bellatrix has been a bit of a disappointment, but I think the pace scenario works to her favor. She ran well at Del Mar 2 starts back, getting up for second. Yes, that was the race where she ran into Fortunata Tensio, and she got the right pace. She should get the right pace again on Sunday. I think she's a little better than what she showed in the Jimmy Durante, and she should be the right price. Really fascinating edition of the Blue Norther, race number 8 at Santa Anita on Sunday. Best of luck.